Two shadows stand, one purpose, one command. Crimson figures enter the light, perfect reflections dressed for the fight. One bears a scar, the other none, yet every move is made as one. Boardrooms echo where armies fail, fortunes rise while kingdoms pale. Contracts sharper than any blade, empires fall by deals they've made. Steel may conquer for a day, gold can make the strong obey. Every move is measured clean, every victory unseen. They are the Crimson Twins, Tomax and Xamot. One were wearing different skin, one mind guiding every plan, the hidden rulers of the land. They are the Crimson Twins, Tomax and Xamot. Power always starts within. Briefcase, honor, law, and guile, they conquer all with a knowing smile. The Crimson Twins. Crimson guards in suits appear, living quietly year by year. Neighbors, lawyers, bankers stand, waiting for a single command. Foreign soldiers once they were, now they make the whole world stir. Paper cuts become the flame, every signature wins the game. Strike at one and both will know, shared resolve begins to grow. Every weakness turns to might, every mirror joins the fight. They are the Crimson Twins, Tomax and Xamot. One were wearing different skin, one mind guiding every plan, the hidden rulers of the land. They are the Crimson Twins, Tomax and Xamot. Power always starts within. Briefcase, honor, law, and guile, they conquer all with a knowing smile. The Crimson Twins. No loud boasting, no reckless cries, only patience behind their eyes. The battlefield wears polished floors, while fortunes open hidden doors. The world believes it still is free, until it signs their victory. They are the Crimson Twins, one more wearing different skin. Every battle, every scheme, built upon a mirror dream. They are the Crimson Twins, masters where all power begins. Still made when a single day of minds and money rule the way. They are the Crimson Twins, standing where all legends begin. One reflection, one design, forever bound through space and time. Tomax and Zamos. The mirror closes, the deal is done. Two faces, one victory. The Crimson Twins.
Yo, Joe, listen up, I got a story to tell about a guy named Logan. Oh, he's so swell.
Wait, that's me.
I'm the G.I. Joe gamer, cool and witty. Talking about those characters, heroes and villains. On Wednesday nights we shout, Yo, Joe,
Or Cobra.
talking about the Joe team and a Cobra Tide. Yo, Joe, Cobra, Cobra. I'm here to give my G.I. Joe takes. Oh yeah, Yo, Cobra, Cobra. Joe's got snake eyes, the silent ninja in black. Quick with his swords, he'll give you a heart attack. Then there's Duke, the leader, so bold, gung-ho, always ready to fight and make those cameos. And we can't forget about Scarlet, the ultimate girl power. A fierce warrior, she'll make her enemies cower. Cobra's got Destro to supply the weapons. Cobra Commander plots and schemes, see ruling the world in his dreams. Zartan is never what he seems, and Baroness rocks that black leather outfit. Shoot you quick and slip out the back of the pit. Yo, Joe, Cobra, Cobra. I'm here to give my G.I. Joe takes. Oh yeah, Yo, Joe, Cobra, Cobra. Talking about the characters, it's a G.I. Joe thing. Oh yeah! Let's do this.
Mature content warning. On Logan's Joe Takes, strategic commentary may include strong language, heated opinions, classified references. Time to call in the Joes. Opposing forces may attempt audio interference. Logan's Joe Takes. Mission begins now.
Greetings, I'm Logan, the G.I. Joe Gamer. Today I'm taking a quick look and a quick take at the Crimson Strike team, which consists of the Baroness, Tomax, and Xamot. And we're going to compare them to other releases in the classified line. We're going to look at like the packaging and stuff first, like I normally do, and then we'll look at the figures, and then we'll talk about them a little bit and how I see the Crimson Strike team. Now, this is the retro carded Baroness. Now, it's odd because it's got this little sticker on it that says retro card. I didn't even notice that until just today as I was sitting here looking at these. But this is how she was released the second time. Actually, the third time. Her first release was with a motorcycle called the Coil. It's really cool. I have already taken a look at Baroness and the Coil motorcycle in her Joe take. So check that out. But she was released on a card like this. And when she was released, it looked like this because I try to get my retro figures on card and out so I can take a look at them and play with them because I like to play with my toys. Okay. And so let's be honest about what these are. They are toys. They are action figures. Call them action figures, dollies, whatever you want to call them. That's what they are. But it's good to see everybody. We got Jess Laws in the house who just messaged me, and that's kind of what I was laughing about. We have Betty in the house as well. Hello, Betty and Jess. And then we have Cool Gamer stopping in. I appreciate you guys being here. And we'll keep things going here. as we take a look at the box for Tomax and Xamot. Now, I'm going to show them to you this way for a specific reason. They were 44 and 45 in the series, classified series. The retro card don't have numbers. I wish they did, but they don't. They decided not to. See, 44 and 45. Now, something else I noticed just today as I was looking at these. I always thought these boxes were backwards, but originally, really, Red Interruptus, I'm live. Yeah, he's decided to clean the living room right now. So, well, because anyway, so I thought these were backwards because of the art on the other side. Now, the back of the box are always the same. The front of the box just has the character, and I'll show you the Xamot as well. But the reason why I have them like this is because when you hold them together, they form one picture. And I always thought this was backwards because I display them on my shelf with the picture. And being as loud as possible. Now I am. Now you're being a dick. Okay.
No, I'm just being funny.
Yeah, you're not funny. See, there's Tomax and Xamot side by side. Now, the reason why I thought they were backwards is because when they originally put them out, you're supposed to display them with the numbers forward. And so you have 44, 45 on a shelf, but you turn them around and they are together. If I can put them together. But I'd say it's pretty cool the way they did that. But yeah, I was like, oh, duh. Because you just flip them around and then the picture is correct. So that's the packaging for the original characters. He's just being a jerk. And I'm about ready to smack him. Hey, Spin, how you doing? It's good to see you. I have a serious Red Interruptus problem right now. They've been quiet for the most part all day. All right, so we will play this just so.
What do you know? A Red Interruptus.
I have, yeah, this is something I want to put into a video, so I'll probably edit this part out. This is why I'm doing this. But anyway, let's start it off this way, okay? This comes in a sleeve. This is the Crimson Strike team, and it does not have, as far as I can tell, the number 82 on it because it's 82 in the series. And that's all. That's pretty much all it is. And the bottom has all the packaging information. And then the sleeve just slides off. And it still looks like a briefcase underneath. And then this is just kind of playing inside of the sleeve. And we'll set that aside. Now, what this is set up like this is so that you can actually open this set like a briefcase. And this was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. You did not say it was about cats. So no, I did not. And so you open it up, and the packaging looks like this. And also at that con, they had Chuckles. That's why you can see a picture of Chuckles in there.
It's money.
Small. Yeah, it looks like gold bars. Yes. But this comes off, and on the back of this is a dossier kind of thing for the Crimson Bat, which in the Crimson Guard episode, I take a look at all those.
Great.
And then you have the figures in here, and then they each have these little boxes for their accessories. So they each kind of came with their own little Foot Lockers, but not really. It's just a little box, and you can put their accessories in it. Now, so this is a pretty cool box, but see, when you do that, it's upside down. Well, now you have. And I know it's cool. Thank you. And there you have it. It's just, yeah, it's a pretty nice display case. And so set that aside. And like I said, you got the gold bars on one side, and then on the back, they just included the fake dossier for the Crimson Bat, which I thought
that sounds like a great disguise. Like Cobra would actually do that.
Yes, they would. All right, so now let's take a look at Tomax. This is the original. Now, for the Crimson Command team, it's the exact same figure. They just made him in red. But I have a generic battle stand for this one because the classified series does not come with battle stands. However, this particular set did. Now, the retro carded figures do come with battle stands, but none of them like this. These were gold, and it has the character's name on the bottom. Tomax. Crimson Strike Tomax. And it has the Cobra symbol, so it basically looks like the other ones, but there you have it.
Wait, the other ones don't have names, but they have the...
No, they do not. It does, but they do not. No. Okay, now if you notice, the Cobra symbol on the chest is a little bit bigger. I thought that was pretty cool. other than that, it's the same weapons, just different paint. And we'll be taking a look at all of that here in just a second. Just recruited viewers. Well, I appreciate that because, you know, every little bit helps, and we appreciate all the help we get around here. Okay, so now, like I said, both these knives are identical on both characters, and it has a gold handle. And I take a look at the classified, the regular series on the Joe take of Tomax and Xamot that I did, number 21. Everyone ignores you sometimes, Jess, but not always. I try not to ignore you. Try. But then he's got his gun with a suppressor. The original one is black, and it's the same gun, just different. It's got a little handle on it, and the suppressor. Let me take a closer look. And these are the same on Tomax and Xamot, so I'll only look at one. And so the suppressor just comes off, and so does the magazine, and it's just a standard little submachine gun. They will be sorry for it. Well, if they like G.I. Joe, they might be sorry, because we're looking at this really cool Crimson Strike team today. So, but there's Tomax's gun and his knives. Like I said, they're both the same. I'll pop this one out and take a look. See, it's the same blade, little serrated blade, and the gold paint on the handle. And the other one just has black paint on the handle, but it's the same on both characters. It's got a little bit of gold, on his belt there, which I thought was cool. I love the black and red and the gray on this figure. It's really cool. At least I think so. And side by side, it looks like they're in their dress uniform, technically. What they need to do is come out with Tomax and Xamot in a 2-pack in their business suits. And then they need it so that the business suits, they can swap them out so they can look like this. That would be a cool 2-pack. But, what does Hasbro know? Because clearly they're not, they don't do what the fans want. Sometimes, but not often. All right, so here's Xamot. And again, you've got the classified version. And I'll just show you the blade really quick for him on this one. It's just a black handle, but the same kind of blade, little just jagged blade. Same submachine gun. Then you've got the Crimson Strike Team version. Yeah, Smith technically listened. There you go. And like I said, it's the same as Tomax. The major difference is that Xamot has a scar on his left cheek. I don't know if you can see that in this here, but let me see if I can get it close up, so you can see his scar a little bit there. Yeah, and both of them have it. And I think it's a bit more pronounced on the Crimson Strike Team one, and it looks like it's kind of faded on his left cheek over here. On the classified version, you can't really see it, but he does have the scar there. And that's the only difference between the two, other than the fact that if you compare these two side by side, their armor is backwards. So you have because Xamot is left-handed and Tomax is right-handed, so they have the blade there. That should have been a sidearm, but what do I know? And then they got the blade on the boot, and then the gun. And as you can see on the shoulder pads, they only have one shoulder pad each, and it's on their gun arm to protect their arm when they're shooting their gun. Red should go clean his room and find everything he lost. He should be finished in time for next Friday's show. I agree, Jess. But anyway, that's the Tomax and Xamot for the set. And then we have the Baroness. Now, we're going to be looking at the retro Baroness. Like I said, the original release for the Baroness was with the Crimson Coil. This is the same figure. I think this one's a little better, actually, in some ways. They kind of cleaned it up for the retro figure. She didn't have these rifles that she came with the retro set. She came with these 2 rifles. She had 2 big guns that actually attached to the Coil motorcycle. And then she has her 2 pistols back here. And I'll show you one of them. Baroness is one of my favorite characters in G.I. Joe, hands down. Definitely in my top 5 of all characters, G.I. Joe or Cobra. And it just has her little holster back there, and it slides right back in. So yes, we get a shot for the gals. Okay, for the guys. So we got to have one for the gals. Okay, there we go. All right, yeah, booty shots. Tiger likes those. But yeah, she comes with a retro battle stand, but her name is not on the battle stand. She had 2 big guns. Yes, she does. Yeah, she has this rifle, which is very similar to her original rifle from the vintage figure. But I wish they'd actually done that with the retro line. Gave her original rifle. That would have been cool. But she does come with this other machine gun as well. So she's got a sniper rifle, and then she's got a machine gun, which is really cool. Now, the machine gun, I don't think the magazine comes out on either of these. It does not. I knew it didn't on the machine gun because I was having somebody else use it. And I had to pop it out of my accessories bag to show it to you today. He is, but I'm ignoring him. And then we've got the Crimson Strike Baroness. Now, it's quite a bit different. Now, with the coil cycle, she came with this snake, okay? And it's a robot snake. And I got it wrapped around her leg because she can actually wrap it around her wrist. And it actually fires a laser out of its mouth. It's pretty cool. Let me see if I can get it off her leg here. See, it's the other one in the Crimson Quill set was silver and gray, but this one is black and gray with red paint on the eyes, and it's got a laser blaster in the mouth that comes out when it strikes, but it's always out on this. And it just coils around. She can hold it in her hand as a pistol, or I like to put it on her leg or off by itself. It's kind of cool. You can barely hold an AR with both arms. I was seeing if I heard that right. Yes, she had 2 big guns. Yes, sir. Now, like I said, we're going to take a really good look at the Baroness because she's my favorite of the set. Her name is on the battle stand, Crimson Strike Baroness, and the same with Xamot. We didn't really look at that, so I'll look at that real quick. Crimson Strike Xamot. And Chuckles probably was too, because he came out with, it was kind of the same set, but they were sold separately. I never got the Chuckles, so I don't know. I want one of those snakes, a full size one. No, I would not like a snack. Now you're starting to really irritate me. And so I will have to be editing some of this out, apparently. He's made something that was going to be simple, not as simple. Anyway. She came with these 2 Uzi submachine guns with suppressors, and that's the Uzi that should have come with Snake Eyes and did in that set there. You can't really see it. I'll hold it up. This was the Alpha Commandos, and he came with one of the in this. So it's pretty much Snake Eyes' gun, but it's an Uzi submachine gun. It was like about time that Snake Eyes came with an Uzi because the original Commando Snake Eyes did. Now, she's decked out, okay? She's got the pistols in gold, and so there's the same pistol. Now these actually, if you note on this one, there is no suppressor attachment, but this pistol has a suppressor attachment, so you can take the suppressor off the Uzi. Yeah, I always have to drop something on Joe tape. Where would Joe tape be? Without that, and you can put them on the pistols as well, and so you can have a suppressor on the pistol, and that I thought was a nice improvement. And then she comes with these 2 blades that I had just dropped into her belt there. There's no sheaths for them. It would have been nice if they did, and they have gold handles. Now, if I remember right, I think she did come with blades in the coil set, but it's been a while since I've looked at that because it's a big box and there's a lot to take out of the package. But yeah, that's the Crimson Strike Baroness. Now, everything is the same on her except for her head. I do like the fact that they painted the belt gold. And on the Crimson, the coil Baroness, the original one, the snake on her belt is painted red. This one is not. There was another Baroness released for the movie line, but it really looks more like the actress than it does the Baroness. So there you have it. But yeah, there's your Crimson Strike Baroness. That way, I'm going to put the pistol back in the holster and put this suppressor back on the Uzi if I can do this properly with my big old fingers. But yeah, slide it right on there. I like the way they've accessorized the suppressor so that you can swap them out on various guns. I mean, that's pretty cool. Now, as you can see, the head sculpt is different, and so is the hair on this particular Baroness. And there is a big reason for that, because in this set, and I'm going to take her pistol, her machine guns, the submachine gun Uzis out of her hands for a bit. Pistols will stay, so we don't have to worry about that. This particular Baroness has the Lady J syndrome, and what that is that you can actually remove the hair, and she has the bald look, and I really don't care for that. And her glasses are removable. She actually has 2 sets of glasses, so you can have the rounded ones or the square ones on her. Let's see if I can get that. And she has another set of hair that you can swap it out with. More flowing hair, Baroness. So it's kind of cool. So you can switch the glasses and the hair, and you have to adjust it to make it look right, because these don't really sit on here very well. And then you got to make sure the glasses are right. But for display purposes, that's pretty cool when you get them all set up. Yeah, now you see. Yeah, that's why they did that. They did that with Lady J, and then they did that with Serrano as well. And I don't like that. I'd rather they just had swappable heads. There's the one time I'd rather they had swappable heads, because otherwise you have this figure that looks like this. Now, she does have a different head that you can accessorize out with, where she looks more serious. And if you get her glasses on her and one of the wigs, which I'll use the standard battle one and not the flowing hair one, and see if we can get this on here properly on camera so it looks proper. There you go. And it doesn't really, because you have to really adjust the head inside the wig, and you got to make sure that it's right. That's what I'm calling it, is a wig, because you can swap them out. She can switch her hairstyle. She can switch her head to look more serious. And then she has her glasses. You can swap them out to be square or round. And we'll pop that off real quick because she has one more head. So you pop that off and you swap out the new head, and it has a mask. And we'll get the flowing hair with her on this one. And this is a lot easier to adjust with than the one with the glasses. And you'll see what I mean in just a second, because I can just in seconds just adjust the hair, and she looks a lot better. And it's kind of cool. And I am pretty sure the mask is molded on there and does not come off. I never tried, but I wanted to make sure so you guys could see it. And it's pretty cool, and it looks nice. But you know, why not just have the swappable hair is the only thing I'm not really digging with this figure. And the only reason why it looks nice once you have it set up, but the only reason why is because of the bald look. I'm just not hip with the bald look. So we're gonna swap this out. And yes, I'm playing with my dollies. Yes, Bella the SBABB 2K20 official, welcome. I will just say hello, Bella. How's that? Welcome in. We're taking a look at the Crimson Strike team, and I'm going to put. You have to put the glasses on first because they will not slide in there without it. I'm going to do the wavy hair and the rounded glasses with the serious look. And you'll see what I mean. It looks pretty good once you get it on there correctly. And there is the Crimson Strike Baroness with all her accessories. She has a lot more than Tomax and Xamot did. And you would think, that being the Crimson Strike team, they would have done more with Tomax and Xamot. But this is really the Baroness set. I mean, it really, really is. So what I will do is I'm going to set her accessories aside so I don't lose them here real quick. And I'm going to hold up all three of these figures, Tomax, Xamot, and the Baroness together, so you can kind of take a look and naturally Tomax or Xamot. Xamot's stand fell off here, but I will see if I can do this one-handed and be awesome, and I did. So there you go. There's your Crimson Strike team all together. Now, what is the Crimson Strike team? It was not a thing until the Classified series. So that's what it is. It's just something they put out to be cool at San Diego Comic-Con, and I agree. It's very cool. I like it. In fact, it inspired me to, after I did my G.I. Joe Dungeons and Disinformation movie and I got it all together, I actually had called it something else originally, but didn't really have a good title for it. But once I put it together and that's the current title for it as a movie, and it's done. It's done. Well, I started writing a script for another play motion with figures script called Lady Bloodright, G.I. Joe Lady Bloodright, and you demand Ray watch this, but he ignored you. That's okay. You know, he's not really into G.I. Joe that much, so I get it. You're into G.I. Joe, then you're into this. But it inspired me to, Cobra Commander got captured at the end of my first movie. And so in the second movie, she took command of Cobra. And just waiting on a few more things. I'm not going to mention them because somebody in the chat knows what they are. And that movie will be done, and I'll put out a trailer and release it. I was hoping by the end of the summer, but that may not happen. It may be in the fall now, as soon as I get those last bits for my movie. But there's your Crimson Strike Baroness, your Crimson Strike Xamot, and your Crimson Strike Tomax. I now command Cobra. There's Ray. Hey, Ray, how you doing? It's nice to see you, bud. Anyhow, that takes me to how I see the Crimson Strike team. Myself, okay. For me, the Crimson Strike team is the command structure, and I accidentally call it the Cobra, the Crimson Command team. And it's when Baroness takes over the Crimson Guard for whatever she needs. Now, the Crimson Guard is one of the coolest elements that was added to Cobra. They are the Royal Guard for Cobra Commander for the most part. Now, later on, they had Royal Guard figures, but they didn't keep that didn't keep. And he continuously uses the Crimson Guard. And Tomax and Xamot were put in as the commanders of that because they're not frontline fighters. They are lawyers. They are businessmen. And their job is to infiltrate the world and take it over monetarily and legally, and use the system against itself, basically. Now, when they become a strike force, I think that's when Baroness comes in and takes command as pretty much second in command of Cobra. Depending on whoever's in charge at the moment, generally they'll have a second in command, and usually it is the Baroness. Now, Destro has filled that role before. Destro has taken command of the Iron Grenadiers, and when she's over with Iron Grenadiers, which they need an Iron Grenadier Baroness, that would be very cool. She would be second in command of that too, because she's technically his lady, and so that puts her second in command of that force as well. Now, Serpentor was a different animal altogether, but and Dr. Mindbender was his number two, because Dr. Mindbender basically created him. He was kind of like his dad. It was weird. They had a weird dynamic. Let's just put it that way. And Baroness was not in that equation. Why can't she be first in command? Well, without Cobra Commander there, I say she is, Ray. I do. And that's how she is in my Lady Bloodright movie. Now, I have clips of that in Joe Takes 60 to 67, if I remember correctly. It's like, it's like 69, because there's like 10 clips or even 11 clips that I have done. So for that movie. And the fact, I just need to put it together as a full movie now. And then I'm going to do a sequel. But That's a project for another day. So this is your Crimson Strike team. Baroness is definitely my favorite, and I see her as the leader. Tomax and Zaymot are the commanders of the Crimson Guard, but when they become a strike team, Baroness takes over because this is the Crimson Strike team. So it's a cool idea. I like it. Number 82 in the classified series. And that there is my quick take on the Crimson Strike team. Now, it doesn't have the word "the" in it. I always add it, but be that as it may, I'm good. I may be doing some more of these to add to my G.I. Joe reissued series that I'm going to be continuing in September, with Tomax and Zaymot being the first one. And this part of this, I'm going to edit some of this out naturally because it has to be edited out, thanks to somebody. But so I'll be editing it, and I'll be putting it in the G.I. Joe reissued number 21. That's going to be out. It's the first week of September. I already have on Joe Takes and songs. You just heard the Crimson Twins song and everything I need for it except for this. And so that's why I was doing this. Now, like I said, as I do the rest of the reissued series for this year, I will likely be doing some more of these quick takes to add to that series, because it's kind of like updates and adding things to that character or like I've got Cobra Ninjas coming up in that on number 23, and so I'm going to add some things to that, new ninjas that have come out since, and just add some stuff to it, and maybe do a little quick take on some of that. Yeah, I don't know. CoverGirl came with there's a retro CoverGirl that I have, but I still have it in the package, so I'll probably be doing a quick take on that and opening it live on camera and adding that to CoverGirl's reissued episode, which is I think 24, and Lady J is 25. I don't think I have anything to add to Lady J. Maybe. But the On Joe Takes usually covers it because I make a new On Joe Takes for each one, and in that I will have the retro Lady J. So I probably don't need to do a quick take for Lady J. But like I said, there's 10 in each of the little series I do. I'll be doing 21 to 30. That's going to be all the way to Snake Eyes at number 30. So yeah, that's going to end really with a big character. So all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today for the Crimson Strike team. And as I said, I'll be doing a lot of editing thanks to Red Interruptus. And so, I don't feel bad about adding a little extra here to chat with you guys a bit. But I basically just wanted to make this so I could add it to that video. And on that note, my friends, we'll see you next time. I am likely going to be doing a Monday Madness radio show on Monday because I do not believe we have a game this weekend. We do not. So I will likely be doing a Monday Madness radio show on Monday. So that's where you see me. What you crying for, Jess? What you crying for? Because it was so short. It was supposed to be a quick take. But yeah, this part won't be in the reissued video. I'll be definitely cutting this segment out. But if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. She can't be first in command. Okay, you're sad because I'm leaving. Monday. Yes, sir. I'll be doing a Monday Madness radio from the Hilt YT 102 in the evening, likely, when we normally would do games or something. So have some fun on Monday. Because I've been wanting to do more radio stuff. And in September, I'll probably be doing quite a few of them because we're not doing any Fridays from the Hilt in September. So we'll be doing other things. We'll see. Because we're kind of taking that month off, Tiger and I. So, well, the Tiger is. I mean, but I probably won't. Why is she called the Baroness? To be honest, that is her code name that they gave her. Why is she called that? That is a good question, and this is my personal take on why. And I like the black leather Baroness better, but so we'll look at that. Why is she called the Baroness? Okay. My opinion on why she's called the Baroness is because she is a Baroness.
She's from an aristocrat family, and I think that she's a European noble, and she was a baroness, and that's her actual title. Now, according to G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, she married a baron and became a baroness. She isn't really a baroness. I don't know. The Larry Hama's original idea was she was an American and a student radical, but that changed. He even said that changed, and she became a European aristocrat. So I think she's a European noble, and she actually has the title of baroness. That's my personal opinion, because they called her that from the beginning, before even Rise of Cobra, before her supposed marriage and all that stuff, which most people discount that anyway. And if we're going by Larry Hama's story, then I think she's a real noble baroness. She might be a baroness. Yes, she could be a baroness. Yes, I say she is a baroness, and she is the baroness. And so that's where I'm going to leave you on that one, guys. She bought a piece of castle online. That's a possibility too, dude. She is an aristocrat. Aristocrat. I like that. I like that, Sven. I love that. That's one of my favorite Disney movies, actually, from my childhood, was the Aristocats. That's a race question. Let's see. What is the favorite food and drink of the Baroness? Intrigue. That would be my guess. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. I got a couple of videos I'm going to play for you. I got another music video, and I got an outro, and then I got a little blurb for From the Hilt. So Fridays from the Hilt. And then on that note, I am going to head on out, my friends, and we'll see you next time.
Watch New Joe Takes live on Fridays from the Hilt. All the same G.I. Joe fun, just found a new home. Fridays are from the Hilt.
Shadows move at midnight. They move in silence out of sight. Numbers shift beneath the light. A handshake here, a deal is made. A kingdom falls without a blade. Red cuts like a knife. You think you're safe behind the door, but they've been here long before. With books and bullets, laws and lead, they own the fight before it's bled. Too late to run. Shadows in red, moving unseen. Masters of war in a three-piece machine. Legions arise, empires in dread. Bow to the kings of the shadows in red. Oh yeah. Tomax whispers, Zaymot strikes. Two minds move as one in the night. Profit flows where chaos grows. They buy your life, they sell your soul. No escape, no control. Behind the suits, behind the lies. Steel-eyed soldiers watching by. The fight is won before it starts. Signed in ink and sealed with scars. Written in red. Shadows in red, moving unseen. Tomax and Zaymot, the kings of the scheme. Legions arise, empires in dread. Bow to the twins in the shadows in red. The Baroness commands the ranks. No man stands where she is led. Bow before the lady in red. Your kingdom is mine. Tactics sharp, deception keen. Behind the mask, a war machine. Beneath her gaze, the weak will kneel. The world's undone by lips of steel. One word, one kill. Shadows in red,
shirt, making with a plan. Cobra Commander schemes with his clan. Scarlet sharp hits, hard flips fast. Destro's armor gleams from the past. My G.I. Joe takes fierce and honest view. Red versus blue, it's up to you. Stay a while and listen for the consumerism. My G.I. Joe's takes given with enthusiasm. Zartan shifting sneaks in disguise. Storm Shadow's blade cut through lies. Baroness cold with her deadly aim. Shipwreck laughs, wins the game. Doc's healing hand in the fray. Flint shotgun clears the way. Major Blood's battle cry echoes near. General Hawk leads, we cheer. From the hilt on YouTube, tune in for a day. Joe takes to help you with your play. Let's put these characters to the test. I'm Logan, the G.I. Joe gamer, and I play it best. Yo, Joe!